ES Audio.
Hi, I'm John Weeks, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, how spider venom can treat heart attack patients. But first, drones are going to be used to send chemotherapy drugs from Portsmouth to the Isle of Wight. The tech's being trialled to save time transporting the drugs, which can have a short shelf life. And it'll be quite the time saving, cutting the journey from 4 hours using a car and a ferry to just half an hour whizzing through the air with the drone. As well as saving time and money, the NHS said it will offer better cancer care for people living on the island. Now, Google is calling on all Windows Chrome users to update their browser immediately. It's because of a bug which has been given 0-day status, which means it's possible and highly likely hackers know about the issue and are actively exploiting it. For now, though, Google is keeping details about the bug quiet until most users have updated. A new treatment which could prevent damage caused by heart attacks using venom from a spider is on track to go to human trials.
It is a bit funny that a spider venom can cure you, I think, or particularly a heart attack. I think most of my English colleagues would probably have a heart attack if they saw a funnel web.
Mark Smythe, CEO of bioscience firm Infenza, has been talking to us about the drug, which uses a molecule from the venom of one of the world's deadliest spiders, the funnel web. Now, you may be wondering, how do they source that molecule? Well, Mark said it's not how you might think.
We can actually make this molecule synthetically, or we can express it, which means we trick bacteria in expressing this molecule. So, no, we don't have a spider farm that we go along and milk, because that would be, as I said, very daunting.
And Mark told us why it's so important to repair a patient's tissue damage from a heart attack.
You don't restore that tissue. Once it's scarred, it's scarred. It doesn't come back. So that's why it's really important to try and protect that tissue in heart attack and stroke, because the less damage you have, then in essence, the less impact the disease is going to have on you.
Experts working on a personalised cancer vaccine made from the patient's own DNA say so far the results are looking promising. They take DNA from a patient's tumour, then cut and paste it into a harmless virus. Then, when that genetically modified virus is injected into the body, it trains the immune system to look out for cancer cells so it can then destroy them. So far, the jab, created using tech perfected over the pandemic, has been given to people with head and neck cancers after they received conventional treatments. Even after several months, none of the first 8 patients given the jab have relapsed. A group of engineers from Finland reckon sand could be the answer to storing green energy more effectively. The team at Polar Night Energy use about 100 tons of sand inside a big grey silo to store heat. That's then released as hot air to warm up homes, offices, and even the local swimming pool. They say it's a new way of storing the energy gained from solar panels and wind farms, and claim that the heat can be stored in the sand for months. Let's go to the ads now. In part 2, we hear about the Halo Infinite Forge Mode leaks and the Amazon cargo bikes popping up in London. Why not hit follow and give us a rating in the meantime? Welcome back. Now, have you ever been caught out by a fake website? Well, there's a new tool to stop that from happening again. Internet safety group GetSafe Online and fraud prevention service CFAS have set up a tool which can check whether a website is real or a scam before you visit it. It gives websites a trust score based on data from 40 different sources. It's to avoid people being tricked into sharing personal and financial details, which can be used for identity theft. If you're in London, you might start seeing more electric Amazon cargo bikes around. They look like mini vans and are being used in central London. Amazon said they'll make over 5 million deliveries a year. It says the company's planning to deliver 50% of Amazon shipments with net zero carbon by 2030. Fresh leaks of Halo Infinite's upcoming Forge mode are out, and they do not disappoint. Leaked gameplay footage shows that the mode will include object scaling, so you'll be able to change the size of objects in each map. Plus, you'll be able to change the functions of weapons, with one video showing a weapon being used as a gravity gun to move objects around. But there's still no release date for Forge Mode, more than 6 months after the game came out. And finally, to mark the start of the Women's Euros, an actual lioness at London Zoo has kicked the first ball of the tournament. In a video, lioness Aria is seen kicking a specially designed giant ball scented with the Pride's favourite aromatic herbs and spices. It's ahead of England women's first match tomorrow, which they hope will be a roaring success. You are up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. today for the Leader podcast, where we'll bring you the latest news and analysis from the Evening Standard in London. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Catch you then.